So check out all these potted strawberries I did last year. I just put runners and I planted them in bigger pots and I switched them from outside to inside. Look at all the berries coming here. So many already. I know it's like show and tell, but... And how do you maintain greenhouse berries? Well, where did my little thing go here? Here we go. I'll show you. See this? This is all you need. Little paint stick. See that yellowish stuff on the tip? That's the pollen. So the new flowers look like this one. Bright yellow center, and those little yellow dots around are what holds the pollen. So you got to get the pollen from those little yellow dots to the center, and that center is what turns into the berry. So if you pollinate that just by brushing it lightly from strawberry to strawberry, it takes like 5-10 minutes every day. You just come in after work or whatever and you pollinate your berries, and it doesn't take long and it's super effective. Usually if you do this, all your berries will develop really nicely. Like most will get really nice berries like these here, pretty well pollinated. Sure, it may not do as good of a job as a bee, but at least it's pretty good. And that's about all you have to do, is just brush that, and you'll know you're doing an effective job. You may not always see the yellow dust brush off when you brush it, but if you see that color on your brush, that yellowish tinge, you know you're probably spreading the pollen on the blossoms. So that's how you tell if you're getting an effective job for your strawberries. And just keep them watered, nice. I like using mulch, even any kind of garden mulch, leaves, grass, old squash, vines, anything works, bark, whatever, because it's better if you don't water as much with berries, right? Just keep them watered, and then the mulch will keep them moist. They get nice and sweet, and they grow good when they have good moisture but don't get watered all the time. And then in a greenhouse you don't want to water too much, because then you get humidity build up and stuff starts growing, molds and all kinds of stuff, funguses that you don't want. So different types of blight and rot. So don't water too much. And you can fertilize once in a while. I haven't fertilized these, and you see they're making tons of blossoms, so no need to fertilize that much. Maybe once or twice a season. Probably the first time after these bear fruit, I'll fertilize them again, which will probably get them blooming again. And then if it gets too hot in the greenhouse, I'll move these pots outside, and then they can continue bearing, because the strawberries, once it reaches, I don't know, over 80 degrees Fahrenheit, they'll stop producing the blossoms. So in order to keep getting strawberries off the same plants, off an ever-bearing plant like these ones, ever-bearings, they'll continue blossoming at the right temperature all summer long, if it's not too hot. Okay, let me show you where I got all these beautiful plants from.